80% chance tonight, low 68. For tomorrow, a 60% chance, high 80. Sunny and 78 on Wednesday, mostly sunny, 80 on Thursday. And for Friday, sunshine with a high of 85. Overnight low was 70. Yesterday's high was 83. 5/100ths of an inch of rainfall this morning here at the studios. Currently, humidity at 100%, winds from the southeast at 5 miles an hour, pressure at 29.83. Cloudy skies right now. We've got 71 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
And a pleasant good morning to you. Mark Turner, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Got Dave Rigg here. Dave?
Good morning.
Glad to have you here.
All glad to be here.
Wow, I just got a message on my phone. The rains were so intense in St. Louis, they canceled school.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
Well, the big rain we had last week, 3.5 inches. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were places
Oh, the
north of
schools.
Fairfield. There were places north of Fairfield that got 7 inches of rain that
Yeah.
day.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know that the folks at the elementary school had problems in the basement. On Center Street.
Yeah.
They had some real problems down in the lower areas. You and I went down and met the mules
Yeah.
on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go in and get anything to eat?
I did not have a chance to go in and get anything to eat, unfortunately.
Neither did
But,
I. I went in.
you know what? We had a nice visit with the new baseball coach at FCHS.
Yes, we did.
Chris Fleener.
We sure did. I went down and watched Kathy and Bill Book eat.
Yeah.
Watched
Was that satisfying for you?
Oh, that's right. You're on a diet. Yeah.
I'm on a very extreme diet. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Mules looked pretty good.
Yeah, I
Friday
thought they
night.
did too. And it was a
Yeah.
great crowd, considering it wasn't on the football field.
Yep. By the
So-
way, the field looks great.
Yes, it does. You and I went out and walked
Man.
around on that. We didn't walk on it. We walked around it and
Yeah.
touched it a couple times.
Yeah.
Really nice. The new Bermuda grass.
Yep.
Dave, how'd it go over? Did you go to meet
Yes,
the
I went
Tigers?
Friday to watch the
Lions.
Lions.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
not Tigers,
There's the
it's
Lions,
only-
Tigers, and Bears. Woo!
Yeah. And I was very impressed with our volleyball team. Not that I wasn't impressed with our football team, but especially, I went into this coming season with the idea that probably our team would be at best average this year. No way. I mean,
they're always good.
This new head coach, who was a member of the team, the Lions that finished third in the state back, I think, 2006 or 7. She has put some fire in those girls this year that I have not seen in the past several seasons at Edwards County. She has those girls, when they slam that ball, when they make a strike or a hit at the net, you better be prepared on the other side because it's coming with velocity.
All right.
And-
Fairfield's going to be pretty good too, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Well, Chet Snyder's one of the better coaches, in my opinion, in volleyball.
I talked to Chet on Friday, and he said this may be the most talent he's ever had.
Really?
Yeah. And we're going to do, just to throw a plug in for Sports Talk for this coming Saturday, it's volleyball. Of course, we'll talk to Joe Rivers and Justin Townsend after their season opening victories on Friday night. But we're going to do volleyball
On Sports Talk?
on Saturday morning. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's
you've
at
got
9
that
o'clock.
interview I did with Jessica.
Yep, we do.
So that'll be coming up on Saturday. Look
Yep.
forward to that.
You betcha.
Did a weekend of wood chopping. Got that taken care of. And then I thought this morning's lead story on the news was very
That's
interesting.
big.
Don't
That's
you
big.
think?
Yeah.
Johnny and June's. You know what? I'm not a country music aholic. I listen to it here because I manage the station, so I have to know about what's going on WOKZ. But I would have never associated the name Johnny and June's with the performers right out of the blocks. Would you
Right.
have?
No,
Not really.
not unless you'd been in there. Then you would.
Right. Well, I've never been there. I mean, I've heard good things about it,
Yeah.
and
Great place to see a show.
that's what I hear. I think what might have tipped it off was I read the suit yesterday, filed by the John R. Cash Revocable Trust, which encompasses Johnny Cash and his wife, June Carter Cash. They were married for 35 years. They both died within each other, a few months of each other in 2003.
Which often happens,
Yes, it does. And so I think they listed in the suit the name of the recognizable country acts that had been up there
Yeah.
in the last year and a half led you to believe that somebody left Flora, went to Nashville, and said, "Hey, did you know this place is named after Johnny Cash and his wife?" And the problem is, in the suit, there are a number of examples where the image, the personal image of Johnny Cash and his wife, are displayed prominently, not only inside the business, but in some advertising as well,
Wow.
which makes it difficult to say, "Oh, well, I named it after my Uncle Johnny and my
Yeah.
Aunt June. It wasn't
Yeah.
Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash."
Right.
So that's going to be significant because they go further. They don't want them to. It's obvious that they've reached out and did a request for a cease and desist as far as the name back in March. Sent it to a Flora attorney representing the Smiths who own Johnny and June's. That didn't happen, so they filed this federal suit in Nashville, and now they want damages.
Ooh.
I mean, they want to look back at the revenues over the last
receipts.
year or two
Yeah.
and find out whether or not they're owed money because of it. It's sort of like, I have a story in the stack here about Tom Brady, the quarterback of the New England Patriots. He was trying to copyright Tom Terrific.
Yeah.
The term Tom Terrific, which I never knew that was his nickname. Have you ever called him Tom
I've
Terrific?
heard him, I've
Oh,
heard him
yeah, I've
called
heard
Tommy
that.
Terrific. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the court was not amenable to it. In fact, they said, a lot more people identify Tom Seaver
Yeah.
With
by
Tom
the
Terrific.
term Tom Terrific.
Yeah.
So no, we're not going to give that to you.
Right.
All right.
So anyway,
All right. We were speaking about country music. and
Yes,
Johnny
go
and
ahead.
June's. Coming
Yes.
up, Effingham tomorrow.
yeah.
Guy I know, the Matt Poss Band. I'm sure some folks have heard of
The
him.
what?
The Matt Poss Band has hooked up. He's got a recording deal in Nashville, and tours in Europe, different times of the year. But tomorrow evening in Effingham, he's got a couple of guys from Confederate Railroad
Oh.
and some other bands. They're all gonna perform tomorrow night in Effingham, which tomorrow is the day that Confederate Railroad was supposed to perform at DuQuoin
And yet told.
to go home.
Go home.
Anyway, they're having this
Oh boy.
this big deal.
Well, that's it.
Tomorrow evening
Is
at
that in
Effingham.
that Performing Arts Center?
Actually, it's not. It's at the if you go north of town, there's Mid America Motor Works, which is a Corvette supplier. They make aftermarket Corvette parts,
Gotcha.
and they've got an amphitheater out there.
Son of a gun.
So-
Effingham's got some facilities. I'll tell them that. That Performing Arts area was just wonderful.
Oh yeah, the
We had a number of
Performance
people
Center
from-
is beautiful.
A number of people in Fairfield went up there for a rock and roll review just here in a week or two ago. All right, I've got the bucket of bunk.
We want the bunk.
Of course you do.
Give us the bunk.
I've got it right here. Ben Bradley was born on this date in 1921. He died in 2014 at the age of 93. That was the editor. He was the editor at the Washington Post and a central figure in the Watergate, as well as the publishing of the Pentagon Papers, which was a big deal in the early 60s. Portrayed by Jason Robards in the 1978 film All the President's Men. Tom Hanks portrayed him in the Spielberg 2017 historical drama called The Post. He was married 3 times, Ben Bradley. Sally Quinn, probably the most recognizable partner of his, and she married him in 1978 and stayed with him until his death.
Canceled her subscription.
No, she did not. She was a reporter there, a young reporter. I think he was kind of a geezer on the whole thing, quite honestly. But you know us guys, we're not like that. No, Dave. You've got your standards, right? When it comes
I've
to
got,
age,
oh boy, some very strict
that's
standards.
right. You can't go. Nobody older than 40. Geraldine Ferrara.
I wish.
Yeah, Geraldine Ferrara was born on this date in 1935. She died in 2011 at the age of 73. Remember who she was?
First woman to be nominated for vice president.
That's right. She was an attorney before that, member of the Democratic Party.
Wasn't she in Congress too?
Yes, she was in
Okay.
the U.S. House of Representatives. The only Italian American to be nominated. as a vice presidential candidate. She and Mondale lost in a landslide to Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Lost twice for the U.S. Senate after that. Only one husband, unlike most folks, and 3 kids.
I think in that election you could have brought back George Washington with Abraham Lincoln as his running mate, and they would have lost.
Reagan had it all going about
Yeah.
that time. He really did. Melissa McCarthy is 49 today.
She's got some ties to Illinois.
She does. I'll tell you about them. She's won 2 Emmys. She's been nominated for 2 Academy Awards. She started in the Gilmore Girls between 2000 and 2007, but she played Molly Flynn in the sitcom Mike and Molly between 2010 and 2016. That was her first significant role.
It's on in reruns a lot.
Everywhere. Some of the movies that got her going: Bridesmaids in 2011, Identity Thief in 2013, Tammy in 2014. Parts of that were filmed in Murfreesboro,
Really?
Illinois. Spy in 2015, The Boss in 2016. She also launched a clothing line for full-sized women. That's all I'm saying about that. And she's from Plainfield, Illinois, but she attended SIUC, and she married a gentleman from down in Carbondale. In fact, his father was a professor at the community college where I was president down there.
Okay.
She's also the cousin to Jenny McCarthy,
Right, yeah.
who was an SIUC attender. Both of them didn't graduate. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they gave an honorary degree to Melissa McCarthy last spring,
Okay.
at SIUC. Chris Pine is 39 today. He is James T. Kirk, James Tiberius Kirk,
Oh, on the new Star Trek
in the
movie?
new Star Trek, 2009 to 2016. Also was Jack Ryan, in Jack Ryan, as well as he portrayed a character in Wonder Woman, that very popular movie.
Okay.
Arrested in 2014 in New Zealand, had 4 vodkas before he got in the car.
Oh, that's never
Never.
That's never a good
Never
thing.
a good thing. He got off with that. Nothing much. He also is part of a movement of Star Trek actors called Trek Against Trump.
Oh boy.
They want they want the president beamed up. He has no record. I saw no record of him being married, so he couldn't be divorced. All right, history. 1873, the school board of St. Louis, Missouri, on this date authorized the first U.S. public kindergarten. St. Louis.
Oh, wow.
2020, the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution went into effect. That was the women's suffrage movement. The amendment prohibited discrimination on the basis of sex in the voting booth. 1939, the first televised Major League Baseball games were shown. The event was a doubleheader between the Cincinnati Reds and the Brooklyn Dodgers. Vin Scully probably did it.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
1939. 1945, the Japanese were given surrender instructions on the U.S. battleship Missouri at the end of World War II. You remember that famous image of MacArthur sitting at a table with the top hat on the Japanese representative and them signing the papers.
Yeah.
And that was the end. That was the end of World War II. In 1987, the Fuller Brush Company announced plans to open 2 retail stores in Dallas, Texas, thus ending
the door-to-door sales.
That's it. Did you do you remember in your childhood, you're both men of a certain age, and certainly I am, someone knocking on the door and offering to sell your mom Fuller brushes?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember Fuller brushes. I remember vacuum cleaner sales.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those.
They went door to door for 81 years. Wow. What a hard sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to be
You can only
really,
use so many brushes.
you got to be ripe for rejection, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
You do.
after getting, beat up there, you'd probably feel okay to walk up to Marilyn Monroe and say, you want a date?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing you can say to me that can be worse than the door being slammed in my face 40
Yeah.
times a day.
Right.
Wow. Music history, the first Beatles single in 1968 on their own record album, the Apple's Records, released in the United States. It was a flip side. And I was listening to Casey Kasem this weekend. Yes, I do listen to something other than our radio stations at times. When I'm
Is he
chopping
still
wood.
alive?
No,
That's
he's dead.
what I was thinking. He was
No,
gone. So
I'm
these
not-
are reruns.
I'm not sure he's buried yet, though. Or you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, he's still hanging out in France, isn't he?
There was this huge battle as to between his wife and his kids, and they just put him in a cooler.
Yep.
They couldn't figure out where to put him.
When I say hanging around, he's hanging around in the meat locker. Literally, he's hanging in the meat locker.
Keep your feet
Okay.
on the ground and reach for the stars.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's a rerun. It's on 70s, the
70s
channel.
on 7, yeah, on
and I
Sirius, yep.
was chopping wood, and I needed chopping wood music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was listening to that, and they were talking about the 3 or 4 singles that there was a number 1 hit on both sides.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, and here's one of them. One side was Hey Jude.
Mm-hmm.
The other side was Revolution. Now, I'm not sure Revolution made number 1, but these were 2 huge Beatle hits
Oh, yeah.
on
Right.
either side
Right.
of a single. People don't even know now what it means when you talk to somebody under 35, what the flip side of a record means.
Right.
They do not.
Right.
Anyway, 1967, Jimi Hendrix' Purple Haze was released. Of course, that was the opening track of an album called Are You Experienced? And 1987, Sonny Bono announced that he was running for the mayor of Palm Springs, California. He won that election.
Uh-huh.
He went on.
And then went on to bigger and better things.
He became a congressman until a tree got in his way while he
Yeah.
was skiing.
Yeah.
Tree took him out worse
those,
than...
those trees
They don't move.
down those on those, at those ski resorts, they are dangerous.
They're sort of like, when you're backing your truck out trying to get to a fire.
Well, that's true.
They'll dent you.
Did you have an incident like that?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fixed now, but I there was the fire down at Vaughn Tire here south of
Yeah,
town.
I remember that fire.
Yeah. I was in a little hurry.
Uh-huh.
I put it in reverse out at the cabin, put it right into a tree. I
Well, at least it wasn't somebody else's vehicle.
Well, there aren't any vehicles in my woods.
My wife drove the car through the garage door one time.
Really, that tree jumped right out in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, question of the day, and this was a no-brainer, but we're the home of no brains.
Literally and figuratively.
Question was, is the cost of health care an issue for you? Is the cost of health care an issue for you? And we've got 175 votes, and we're going to tell you all about it after we come back from this break on Morning Coffee with Dave
They
Rigg.
say you shouldn't talk about going
Get
to
the
the
whole
bathroom
family
in public.
ready to
so
step
here,
into that
Charlotte,
famous...
wait.
Here's the thing about
It's
this.
Carnaby's last summer hurrah. For all summer clothing, 1/2 off of 1/2. The Carnaby girls will be starting off the holiday by closing at 3 p.m. this Saturday. Don't forget that all roads lead to game day, and the Mules tees are now restocked, available in youth and toddler sizes too. Labor a little, enjoy a lot. This week into the weekend. At Carnaby Square, they're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and open late on Thursday till 7 for your shopping convenience.
Join us at F&B in Wayne City on Friday, September 13th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or while supplies last for an Appreciation Day celebrating our Wayne City community. Come by for free lunch served by familiar faces at 100 North Main Street. For more information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can get to them through links on our homepage at fnbcommunitybank.com. F&B, Banking Business Life. Member FDIC.
Tired of being hot and bothered by all the summer heat? Give me a call at Finley's Refrigeration in Fairfield. Not only will we fix your problems and cool your home or business, but we will save you a lot of money and sweat in the process. We sell the best and service the rest at Finley's Refrigeration Heating and Air. Give us a call at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888. Finley's accepts all major credit cards, checks, and cash.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz.
Which month and year was it when Shannon Faulkner, the first female cadet at the Citadel, decided that 1 week was enough?
I don't think there's any dishonor in leaving.
CBS was bought by Westinghouse. Microsoft rolled out Windows 95.
This is a major milestone for the industry.
We said goodbye to Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead and to Mickey Mantle.
He was the most compelling baseball hero of our lifetime, and he was our symbol of baseball at a time when the game meant something to us that perhaps it no longer does.
The OJ jury heard tapes of Detective Mark Furman using the N-word. And here's what we heard on the radio. Well, now you've got the clues. The answer and a piece of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Hi folks, this is Sandy at Gill Sales. Listen up, Speed Queen has just announced that they are extending their warranties on all Speed Queen washers and dryers to 10 years through September 30. That's an additional 7 years of warranty on some models. Couple that with our $68 off per set offer on our electronic control models for our 68th anniversary and business special through August, and wow, what a deal. If you've been thinking about a new Speed Queen washer and dryer, now's the time to take the plunge. Come see us at Gill Sales and Service, 1605 West Main in Fairfield.
August 1995. As I lay me down to sleep.
Sophie B. Hawkins and As I Lay Me Down, the top song of August 1995. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
All righty, welcome back.
Breaking new ground. By the way, Tom came in with a report.
Yeah.
He says that
Tom
Casey...
Terrific.
Tom Terrific, yes, Levine, says that Casey Kasem was buried by his wife in Denmark. There's no connection between Casey Kasem and Denmark. But
I don't
his
think
wife
there's
buried
any
him there.
connection with his wife and Denmark.
She played Carla's husband's wife, Carla's ex, her husband's wife in Cheers.
The hockey player.
No, it wasn't. This guy was formerly married to Carla, but it's not the hockey player.
Okay.
She had a couple of exes. Anyway, this is a blonde, and she played a ditzy role.
Jean Kasem.
Nick
Yeah.
Tortelli.
Nick-
His character's name was Nick Tortelli, and she was his wife.
Nick
and
Tortelli.
Then they later tried to spin that off to the Tortellis.
Oh, it didn't work.
No.
No.
Okay. Well, there you go. I have the complete story. Is this the show about nothing or what?
Well, I guess.
Anyway, he's in Denmark, and I think I wouldn't say he's permanently there because the kids are still fighting.
Yeah, they are.
Is that amazing? You work in this business.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody fighting between the kids and the parents over where to bury somebody?
Yes, I can believe that.
I want it stated. My next move is Maple Hill. I want to make sure everybody's clear in my family. That's where I'm going to be. I know exactly where it's going to be.
Okay. You've already
no
purchased
fight.
the lot?
But purchased the lot?
Got the stone?
I don't think I have the stone.
We'll go see Jimmy.
Let's don't get way out in front of myself here. Let's not get crazy here. We got a lot of time, I think.
Hey, listen, I got to tell you a story. A good friend of mine, he's passed away now. He and his wife purchased a monument and already had the lot purchased in the cemetery.
Right.
And the tombstone had these containers on each side where you normally would put flowers.
Right.
Okay. So his wife wanted to put some flowers in there. He said, "No way, I don't want any flowers on there until I'm dead."
You're kidding.
Yeah. He says, yeah, but she
I'm
wanted
not
to go
gonna
out there
make
and
it-
put flowers in there.
No, I'm not either. I'm with him.
Yeah.
Wait until I'm dead.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of health,
Yeah.
the cost of health care is an issue for you, and yeah, that's a big issue. Yes, we had 1,227 people involved in this.
Hey, that's my
175.
monthly health insurance bill.
There you go. You and me both.
Yeah, I know. It's not quite that much, but it's
It's getting
It's
to
up
be
there.
substantial for me as
Yeah.
well. Yes,
not too bad for
140.
me.
Well, you're lucky then. Yes, 140. No, 35. A huge plurality of people
yeah.
saying that they've got a problem with the cost of health care. We've got a couple of comments. One from Nate. My family always believed that laughter was the best medicine. I'm not quite sure what that meant. And
Well, that's
Eric,
out of the Bible.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. I don't laugh when I go up and get my prescription. Do you?
I did last week. I told you about that, didn't I?
You had a good
Oh,
experience.
I had to go to urgent care.
Yeah.
A week ago last Friday, and they
Right.
gave me some antibiotics. So, then I was sitting there waiting, and I got a call from CVS. Hey, your
Yeah.
prescription is ready.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, sure. So I'm looking, I'm thinking, it's probably going to be, $20, $25. So I get on that GoodRx website.
Right.
And I'm looking, and it says, oh, well, your prescription will be so-and-so price. I get up there, and she comes out, and she goes, I got my debit card is ready. I'm thinking, okay,
Sure.
I'm going to have to, not pay a bill so I can pay for
Right,
my antibiotics. And she goes, I said, how much is that? $1.
Whoa.
$1. I looked at her and said, are you kidding? She looks right back at me and she goes, not when it comes to money, I don't.
You had a bad hoof. How are you doing?
I'm still a little...
You're not dancing yet?
I'm not dancing yet,
Yeah,
but I'm getting there.
I hope you do. Eric said, I find it funny that we are the greatest nation on earth, but yet us and Papua New Guinea are the only countries in the entire world that do not provide their citizens with universal health care as a human right. So Eric's got a political view on
I
this.
think Papua New Guinea is a city. I think
Is that
New
what-
Guinea is the
He
country.
said he had
Yeah.
lowercase, P-A-P-A, Papa. Oh, well.
Of course, I'm on Medicare.
Yeah.
But rather than
I'm on the road to Medicare.
you're
my
on the
friend.
road to it, okay.
Yeah, I'll be there
But now,
soon.
as far as other expenses for I belong to a Christian ministry that it's called Samaritan Ministries. It's I guess this kind of sounds like a commercial, but it's based in Peoria. Every month, I send, I think it's about $230 for my health care. That's what it
Right.
costs me, $230 a month. But instead of it going to a company, every month I get a newsletter, and it tells me that this month you will send your $230 some odd dollars to so-and-so, who is another person who
Right.
belongs to this, who has medical bills to pay. So in other words, my premiums each month go to help some other Christian
that
pay their
needs it.
medical. And it worked for me when Pat was going through her
Yeah.
7 years of cancer.
Right.
We would submit our bills to Samaritan Ministries, and it would be published out all over the membership, and people would send us checks, and they always covered it.
Isn't that wonderful that you can do that?
That is really neat.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, it's
Well,
Christians helping Christians.
I've still got it seems like a long stretch to get to 65 for that Medicare. 3 years.
Yeah.
And you and I, unlike this guy over here, this
What?
stallion over here.
Oh, yeah, right.
This stallion over here, who, by the way, still looking for a mare.
Well, now wait a minute. You know what? I've almost decided that.
Oh no! Don't go! Don't back out now. You're
Don't back out now.
We've got that thing booked. We're trying to find the mare.
Yeah,
we're trying
but
to
you
find...
haven't found her yet.
Oh!
And I do have veto power, right?
You don't. Of course you do. Of course you do. But you understand, this program now is fully invested in your future, right?
That's
Wouldn't
right.
you say?
Oh, yeah.
Turner? All we got to do
It's
is
kind of like
find.
the dating game.
In fact, what we do. Yes. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't put us back on
Hey,
the air.
When we leave this show, we need to all go,
Yeah.
the big dating
There it
game
is.
kiss.
I didn't have the pictures up so that people can see us on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I want to focus in for a second. Where is he? No, that's me. Hi, how you doing? I want to focus. There he is. There's the stallion.
Yeah, right.
This is where we're focusing.
Put out
You're
to pasture.
You're watching on YouTube. You can see on the screen Dave Rigg. What a catch this guy would be.
Phone number to call,
In the eyes of the beholder, I
842-3715.
guess.
We aren't even going to worry about screening people. We're just going to let them rush forward and become, a part of the harem that Dave can pick from.
A harem, huh?
Yes. So anyway, there you go.
Well, King David had 700 concubines, I think.
I sure hope that's that's a question in your trivia, because I'll get that right now. And I know what a concubine is, okay? All right. Well, did you see that there's a new #1 film? You know, we seem so distant when it comes to motion pictures because we don't have a theater here.
Yeah.
Or in Edwards County. Now, we got to go,
yeah, you've got to go a long distance. Evansville?
Yeah.
They used to have one at Princeton, but I don't think it's open anymore.
Go to Mount
I think
Vernon?
there is one.
Mount Vernon?
I think there might be one.
Is
at
there still
Princeton.
one
I
in
think there
Princeton,
might be a
Indiana?
new one at Princeton.
Nothing down south, right? Nothing in Carmi or McLeansboro or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Well, I don't know about Carmi.
Wait, there's a new action film this week that's #1 in North America. Angel Has Fallen.
It's a sequel.
To what?
Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, and now Angel Has Fallen.
So what's Angel represent? I understand one was like Washington, D.C., one's London.
Well, one was the president
Right.
in Washington, D.C.
Right.
The second one was he took a trip to London, so they were trying to get a bunch of people who were in town for a funeral. Now, the third one has to do with the Secret Service guy. Somebody's trying to take him out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
so they frame him, and he's arrested, and now his whole goal is to...
And he's referred to as an angel?
Guardian angel.
Guardian angel.
For the president, because
I
he's
see.
the top Secret Service
Oh,
guy.
okay.
So.
Okay.
It made just over $21 million in its debut weekend in theaters. Coming in second, the R-rated comedy Good Boys.
Know nothing about that.
Which sold nearly $12 million worth of tickets in its second weekend release. Rounding out the top 5 are the faith-based picture Overcomer. You know anything about that, Dave?
Well, I've not seen the movie, so I don't know. But I mean, Overcomer is quite biblical.
Yeah. Now the things I've saw, it has to do with athletes and different people who have overcome
deficits and
things
problems,
and have,
And there could be a spiritual connection to that. Yeah.
Well, they say it's faith-based. Anyway, and finally, The Lion King and Hobbs and Shaw.
That's
Still
the Fast and Furious thing, right?
Yeah,
Hobbs and Shaw
with
Okay.
The Rock. Dwayne Johnson. I guess he doesn't go by The Rock anymore.
Yeah, he didn't go by The Rock anymore.
It's National Dog Day, do you know?
So what are you going to do for your
National Dog Day?
2 doggies?
They can get, I'll get their regular biscuits. We're having some problems with them because they're losing a little weight.
Are they on the same diet as you?
Well, they haven't lost it quite as dramatically as I'm losing it.
Or should I rephrase that to say, because you're dieting, they're not getting leftovers?
Let me put it this way. There's a couple times when I put their canned food into the bowl that I want to get down there and fight them for it, okay? Anyway, they eat morning and afternoon, and we were trying to integrate a little hard food in the middle of the day to try to beef them up a little bit. All that did was make them
How
sick.
old are they?
3 years old.
Oh, well, they still should be
Cletus
in good
and
shape.
JoJo. Shout out to
I guess
Cletus
you
and
have
JoJo.
checked them for parasites.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We've
Okay.
had we've had them all checked out. They get checked out. Their medical bills are as high as mine.
Where did you get those, by the way?
They're rescue dogs. I went over. We've had Bassets, several. I've had 6 different Basset hounds. Love them as a breed.
Yeah.
And knew a guy that over in Bethalo, in my hometown, who called me and said, "Hey, where can I get puppies?" And I gave him a name in Kansas City, and he went and got a boy and a girl, brought them home to his kids, and for whatever reason, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
He called me.
Okay, I've got some info
Go ahead.
on that show, Overcomer.
Okay.
It deals with a cross-country coach. Okay, coach,
All right.
and the only cross-country runner is a female asthmatic. And she overcomes those odds.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay,
So,
I got it.
So there you go.
Anyway, finish
That's
my story.
what Overcomer is about.
He called and said, I'm gonna put these dogs in the pound, and they're
Wow.
brother and sister, and they can't be separated. They're bonded.
Well, yeah.
So we said we'll take them. And oh my, I mean that ended up meaning building a fence.
Oh yeah.
Building. We've. They're like children.
Do they have their own room?
They have their own room.
Wow.
They have their own room where they can sleep at night. They have the ability to sit on our furniture out in our outhouse, but not in the house. They don't get to go in the house. Their big paws don't make the inside of the house.
No, that
but we
could
love
be
our
rough
dogs.
on vinyl and
yes.
leather furniture.
Well, they're stinky dogs. They
Well,
smell.
yeah.
They smell something terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is National
By
Dog
the way,
Day. Yes.
that's one of the requirements. If I find a woman, no pets in my house.
Okay, well, here we
no
go.
dogs, no cats.
Dave, you're making it more difficult
No
for us
birds.
by the second. Turner, didn't we have somebody that had a menagerie of animals that was ready to meet Rig, and it's gone now.
Crossed her
Right?
off
Poof.
the list.
Had
Crossed
had
her off
a
the
couple of horses, couple of mini horses.
Yes, yes, they were
Well,
supported.
now you
Like
have
a-
pastures for
Like
outside.
a macaw, one of those parrots.
Yes.
Macaw.
Oh, no.
Dave!
No.
Dave!
No. Cross her off.
Well, she's got lots of money.
I don't care. I'm not going to put up
Okay.
with animals in my house.
Okay.
Bluegrass Gospel. Bluegrass Gospel.
Yes, right. Oh, boy.
That's what we taught the macaw to say.
Oh, yeah.
Also, anyway, so some people. Here's the reason why it's dogs are superior. I'm a dog person. I'm not a cat person. Do you have a cat, Turner?
No.
Okay. More people are allergic to cats than dogs, and cat allergies can stay in the airborne, in the air,
Right.
longer than that of dogs.
Right.
Scientists say dogs can also smell cancer. I've never heard of that.
You've
I
not
have
heard of that?
No!
Yes, I've heard of that.
They
I don't know that
they
I believe
teach,
it.
Though, you know how they teach dogs to sniff out narcotics
Yes.
and bombs and things
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
They can teach dogs to sniff out cancer.
I don't know if I want my dog to sniff that out.
Well, the quicker you get diagnosed, the better.
Oh, I understand. but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. My basset hounds are smart enough to be able to smell and say, "Hey, you got cancer, Mike." You know what I mean? And you got to write it down in their paws. I have no idea. They just shake their head all the time. I'm not sure. Man in Des Moines today, part of a nationwide lawn mowing tour. The man is on a nationwide. Think about your life. If this is what happens to me if I leave the radio station. A man is on a nationwide lawn mowing tour. And he's in Des Moines, Iowa.
Is
Today
his
is a
name-
part of that journey.
Is his name Forrest Gump?
No, but it could be.
How about the guy from Sling Blade?
No. His name is Rodney Smith Jr.
So what does he do? Go around mowing yards for people? And
He's taking a trip to all 50 states, and he's going to mow lawns in all 50 states. With
Now-
police are going to be at each city that he visits.
Now he's not
Security.
He's not driving the lawnmower from city to city, right? He's got a truck and a trailer to haul that
Doesn't say.
lawnmower, right?
No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to put some miles on that lawnmower if he does it between.
yeah. burning a lot of
Well,
gasoline.
I
too.
don't guess it's called hour. I don't guess it's called miles on a lawnmower. It's hours.
Well, he wouldn't be able to ride that thing on an interstate.
No, you'd have to go back roads.
Yeah.
He says he wanted to be a police officer when he was growing up. He has already visited more than half the states in the country since beginning the tour earlier this month.
What connection does that have? He always wanted to be a police
I have
officer?
no idea.
So, I always wanted to be a police officer. Now that I'm grown up, I'm going to mow yards in every state in the union.
I don't know why you'd do that or say that. You must be very, very well off financially to be able to do that. Anyway, I talked to a guy. Yesterday. I was at the storage unit picking up some stuff, and he races them.
Has he really? I've seen that
Racing
before.
lawnmowers.
Racing lawnmowers.
No, I've heard of garden
I've seen that
tractor
before.
They've tried to. He
Tractor
said they
pulls.
tried to do it out here at the fairgrounds.
Oh,
They
really?
could only get 2 entries.
Huh.
Now, here's what Fairfield's famous for. I don't know about Albion. Fairfield's famous for the guy driving his lawnmower to the liquor store because he's got a DUI.
Oh, I've known of a couple of guys over the years
Now-
that lost their driver's license and started, driving around town in their riding lawnmower.
Up north, they
That's
have
country.
They have a lawnmower drill team.
You're kidding.
No.
They drive in like parades?
Kind of like the Shriners with their little carts.
Exactly. Only they push. These are push mowers.
Oh, push mowers.
Oh, that's even more impressive.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, anyway, long and short of it, this guy's going to go through all 50 states mowing lawns.
Can you imagine what it would be like if those guys are doing their little in a parade in their little routines, and they've got their lawnmowers going, and they're behind the horses.
Oh, gee. They could chop it up and throw it at you.
Yeah. Depends on how low you have the blade.
Gil Wallace always used to say, put the horses at the back of the parade.
That's right. Put the politicians with the shovel behind them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Big lottery prize being split between two friends of more than 50 years, Susan Hook and Martha McCallum, not of Fox News fame, decided to go in together on a lottery drawing earlier this month in British Columbia. They ended up winning the jackpot of $2 million, $1 million apiece, both widowed. There you go, Dave. There you go. British Columbia. Let's get on this, Turner.
Hey, that's pretty cold country up there, isn't it?
No, actually, because of the ocean, it stays pretty moderate, actually.
Okay. Well, I don't want to move, though.
Well, we're going to have them move down here.
Oh, okay.
They've got the money to come on down and plenty of money to take you and watch all the movies you want to see.
Okay.
There you go.
Do I get to see pictures
And we'll
of
marry
these?
you right here. Man, that's superficial. It's what's inside, Dave.
Uh-huh.
Trust me on this.
Uh-huh.
That's what they're going to think of you. It must be what's inside.
Must be what's inside, yeah. Right.
Okay.
But you know, guys, that the male is attracted to the female by looks. The female is attracted to the male by his charisma or his. It's
It
more
explains my
important.
whole marriage, I guess.
Well, probably, yeah. The male is more looks
Are important.
are important, right?
So what you're saying are we as a group are more shallow.
Much
Then
more
Well,
Well,
shallow.
yeah, true. But that's
Agreed.
But that's the way we're made, guys. That's the way we were created.
Oh, you're making this a God thing.
Yes.
Because I like certain things, you know.
And the woman is more inclined to look for someone who can provide her with security.
And
with
here's the man
protection.
for you right here. This guy right here.
Yes,
Dave
sir.
Ritter.
So what you're saying is all
what
men
am
are
I saying?
shallow and all women are gold diggers.
Kinda. Yeah.
All
right.
Remember? I'm just paraphrasing here.
That's right. That's right.
The
Hey,
words are coming from David.
that's right.
Well, that'd
that's
make a
right.
great sermon, wouldn't
That's
it?
right. Oh, I think you could make a sermon out of that. So we got two prospects in British Columbia
Yeah.
that can be, you know, we don't have to worry about shallow. They're loaded.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We'd like to have them
How
down
old
here.
did you say? Does it say how old they are?
Well, I don't know. They say that they've been friends for more than 50 years, so they have to be
Well,
in
yeah,
the
they-
Dave Rigg zone.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Without you
'Cause
becoming
I've
too
been
much
in
of a
radio
geezer.
52 years. So.
All righty. Hey, let's
we getting close?
Yeah, we're getting close. Let's get to some trivia.
All right. All right.
Oh, boy.
All right. All right. We're going to be once again traipsing through the good book.
Correct.
You know, I'm not going to be good at this. I'm just
Well,
telling you.
I'm going to make it easy for you guys.
You
It's
know,
going to be multiple guests.
You know, I'm a minister.
Yeah, that's right. And you also teach Sunday school.
Not anymore, but I used to.
Oh,
Let me see that paper. That says Mister, not
What?
Minister.
I am. I'm so many things. One of the things I am is an
I know.
ordained minister. It cost me $25 and 5 minutes on the internet. And I want you.
boy.
Here's the thing. I want you to start referring to me as Reverend Dreeth. You understand?
The Reverend Dr.
don't
Drew.
ever
Yeah.
use
Put
Reverend.
Reverend Dr. Drew.
Put Reverend in front of Doctor,
Yeah.
please.
Don't
Reverend.
put that on me. I do not like the title of Reverend.
And
Why
we gotta
not?
have
I don't.
and we gotta have the on the front of it. The Reverend Dr. Dreeth.
Sort of like
Oh,
Ohio State University.
Yeah.
The
Ohio
Reverend
State
Dr.
University.
Dreeth.
Yeah.
So that's how you sign marriage certificates then after a wedding? The Reverend Michael Dreeth? Is that?
I just put Mike. Listen to me.
That
You
way,
were-
that
you-
way later on, when they get ready to get divorced or something like that, they can be, who married you? I don't know.
they
Some-
didn't-
Well, listen,
some
guys.
dude named Mike. Out.
The first person I led to the Lord backslid. The first couple that I married got a divorce, but the first person I buried is still there.
Give us the questions, dude.
All right.
All right, this is multiple guests. You want 10 of them now?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Question number 1. Who is the author of the book of Revelation? Is it A, John, B, James, C, Luke, or D, Mark?
I know that one.
All right. Question number 2. This is fill in the blank. Matthew was a fisherman, B, tent maker, C, tax collector, or D, a shepherd?
Rolling Stone isn't an option. Matthew was
a rolling
No,
stone.
that's not one of the options.
Where even he led his hat was his home. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Question number 3. To what city was Saul traveling when he encountered a great and blinding light? Was it A, Bethlehem, B, Damascus, C, Jerusalem, or D,
Carmine?
Nazareth? No. But you know the name, the Carmine is
biblical.
Is in the Bible.
Oh,
It's in the Bible.
it's that town that's left of Albuquerque.
What's the town left of Albuquerque?
I don't know.
Carmi?
Carmi, that's it. You know,
Yeah,
Bugs Bunny
Carmi.
always says, I should have took that left at
That's right.
Albuquerque."
Bugs Bunny did. Okay, go ahead, Dave.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
who was the first person to come upon the
crazy thing.
injured man in the parable of the Good Samaritan? You know the parable of the Good Samaritan?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Was it A, a tax collector, B, a Samaritan, C, a priest, or D, a prostitute?
You and I need to go back to Sunday school. Turner.
Apparently
That's
we do.
all we need to do. Go ahead.
All right. After Jesus fed 5,000 plus people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, how many baskets were left over? In other words, remnants, okay? Was it A, 12, B, 15, C, 6, or D, 10?
I didn't realize there was any left over.
Oh,
I didn't either.
Yeah.
No.
No wonder you're no longer teaching Sunday school.
They're going to come and take my license away before it's over with.
That might be reasonable. What tribe was Paul from? Now, I'm not talking about Indian tribe. We're talking about the 12 tribes of. All right, was it A, Judah, B, Benjamin, C, Gad, or D, Cheyenne?
That's Cheyennes. They're out there in west part of the country.
All right, here's a good one. According to the Beatitudes, you've heard of the Beatitudes.
Yes, I have.
All right. Who will be filled? A, those who humble themselves. B, those who are poor in spirit. C, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. Or D, those who are merciful.
All of the above is not one of them.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any all of the above here.
Okay. All right.
What did Simon Peter do for a living before he became an apostle? Was he A, a fisherman, B, a shepherd, C, a tent maker, or D, a tax collector?
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9. In the Gospel of Mark, how does the Virgin Mary learn of her pregnancy? A, from Joseph, B, from Angel Gabriel, or C, from a priest? I only gave you 3 options there.
All right. Good.
Last one. Who is Stephen in Acts of the Apostles? In other words, the book of Acts. Who is Stephen? Was he A, first to ascend to heaven, B, first Christian martyr, C, first to preach a sermon, or D, none of these?
We're going to come back. Then but before we come back, we're going to pass the plate for the radio station. Okay? The station. We're going to send out the plates, and people can fill them up before they come back here on Morning Coffee. Back after this.
You decide because you know where you belong. Wabash Christian Village in Carmi for short-term inpatient rehab. You decide because you know where you belong. You decide. Wabash Christian Village in Carmi, Grace Point Rehab, 382-4644.
Simply Enough has discounted certificates on the Big Deal Store. Pair that with a buy one, get one free on select scrubs or the half-price shoes and make your money go further.
It's a 9-day Labor Day super sale at J. Wilderman Autoplex in Mount Carmel. Giant savings on every new Ford, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Up to 30% off the new Ram, $12,500 off F-150, and $7,500 off new Journey. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles bargain priced for this money-saving event. Over 70, $79 to $199 per month with approved credit. View all the Labor Day specials at jwildermanautoplex.com. Stop by for a friendly buying experience. Open Labor Day 8 to 4. And now, the top 5 reasons to drive for Bestway Express. Number 5, free health clinic. Number 4, paid holidays. Number 3, $1,800 annual safety bonus. Number 2, no hazmat, no jack stand moves, and higher mounted airlines for easier access.
and the #1 reason you will be home daily. Best Way Express is now hiring for multiple home daily positions. Contact Best Way at 1-833-BEST-WAY or bestwayexpress.com.
Wayne County Housing Authority has income-based units available for the elderly, age 50 years and up, and disabled. All utilities are included and cable TV is discounted. One-bedroom units are now available at the High Rise and Fairway Apartments in Fairfield and at the Golden Acre Apartments in Wayne City. You can also apply for family housing and Section 8 voucher program. For more information, contact Wayne County Housing, 303 North 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-9008. Equal housing opportunity.
When you cool your home with an Infinity system from Carrier, you can rest easy knowing that you're providing the right choice in comfort and energy efficiency for your family. With a parts limited warranty of up to 10 years, Carrier systems offer reliable solutions to your family's home cooling needs. For greater comfort and peace of mind, turn to the experts at Carrier. Call Sam at Complete HVAC at 445-3329 and ask about discounted replacement Carrier cartridge filters.
Celebrate Star Spangled Savings all summer long at Herschel Johnson Implement in Albion with great deals from New Holland. You can get 0% financing with approved credit, cash back, and more on select New Holland tractors and hay equipment. But don't wait, these offers will end soon. So stop by Herschel Johnson Implement, Highway 15 East in Albion. And don't forget to check out our website, hjohnsonimp.com.
WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. Time to speak with Sheldon Budding from Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler. Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, Mark.
How are you this morning? How was the weekend?
They're always too short, but it was good. It was good.
Anything going on down there, Sheldon? We're trying to find somebody for Dave Rigg. You got any suggestions?
Trying to find somebody for what?
Dave Rigg.
Yeah. Dave's looking for companionship. You got any ideas?
You know, I don't know. I think the ladies that all work here are all attached, but there may be somebody in the waiting room or something, you know. I mean, who knows?
Here's the slick thing to say. Sheldon, the slick thing to say is that he would be a lot more attractive if he was in a brand new Jeep.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That should be the first step. Get Dave down here, and we'll get him fixed up.
All right.
So we can fix him up, see?
Free with, you know what, there's a promotion for you, Sheldon. Free with any new car purchase, a date with Dave Rigg.
Oh,
no. All right, Jeep Celebration, Summer of Jeep continuing.
That is correct. We've got just a week left of that, too, so. You know, I mean, we're about at the end of August here, so we've got some deals on the Jeeps. The 0 for $72 is available on most new 19 Jeep vehicles, so there's lots of savings there. Interest-free financing for 6 years, so that can add up.
All right. And, of course, the truck deals are continuing this summer as well.
We have deals on the Rams and the Silverados. We talked about this maybe last week a little bit, but we do have 2 of the all-new 2020 Silverado heavy-duty trucks down here, so. If you haven't stopped by and checked those out, we invite you to do so. Still using the 6.6-liter Duramax turbo diesel. We've got one of those in stock. We've also got one with the new 6.6-liter gas V8 engine, so it's new for 2020.
All righty. Sounds like a great deal. And, of course, you can get financing and check out the entire inventory online at LaMontsOnline.com.
That is correct. We've got 118 left in a Ram in a 2500. We've got marked down quite a bit. And I think there's some additional savings if you're a business owner or commercial customer, too. So we'll make a deal on that one today.
All righty. As always, Sheldon, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Thursday.
All right. You guys have a great week.
All right. Thanks, Sheldon. Sheldon Budding, Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler, joins us every Monday and Thursday on the WFIW Morning Show. Time for Radar Weather. It's brought to you by the Conard Financial Group.
Before going on vacation, you need to know what to pack. Preparing for your financial future is similar. Without proper planning, you could very well be left out in the cold. I can offer you a variety of investment strategies designed for your specific needs. Call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855, located at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. Give us a like on Facebook.
Fairfield area forecast, 60% chance for showers today, high 82. 80% chance tonight, low 68. For tomorrow, 60% chance, high 80. Sunshine 78 on Wednesday, and for Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 80. Overnight low 70, yesterday's high 83. 5/100ths of an inch of rainfall this morning. Currently, humidity is at 99%. Winds out of the south at 5 miles an hour, pressure at 29.84. Cloudy skies 71 currently at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks pretty good this morning. Most of the rainfall has moved off to the northeast. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group. All right, we are running out of time.
Way quick. Tell us the answers, Dave.
All right, the author of the book of Revelation is John, right? Matthew was a...
No idea.
Fisherman, tent maker, tax collector, or shepherd?
Tax collector.
Tax collector, correct.
Good.
What city was Saul traveling to when he encountered the bright light? Bethlehem, Damascus, Jerusalem, or Nazareth?
Nazareth.
Nope.
Damascus.
Damascus.
Peanut Gallery confirms.
All right. Who was the first person to come upon the injured man in the Good Samaritan? Was it a tax collector, a Samaritan, a priest, or a prostitute?
Samaritan, huh?
I'm going to say
Priest?
prostitute.
Priest.
Oh, priest?
No, it was a priest.
They were right.
Jesus fed 5,000 plus people, 2 fishes and 5 loaves. How many baskets left over? 12, 15, 6, or 10?
12.
Correct. What tribe was Paul from? Judah, Benjamin, Gad, or Cheyenne?
Gad.
Nope.
Nope.
Benjamin, they say.
Benjamin, yeah.
Benjamin.
Peanut Gallery's good.
According to the Beatitudes, who will be filled? Those who humble themselves, those who are poor in spirit, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, or those who are merciful?
Those who humble themselves.
Nope.
Nope.
Hunger and thirst.
Hunger and thirst.
What did Simon Peter do for a living before he became an apostle? Fisherman, shepherd, tent maker, or tax collector? Fisherman. Finally,
All right.
in the Gospel of Mark, how does Virgin Mary learn of her pregnancy? From Joseph, from an angel Gabriel, or from a priest?
How about
From
Gabriel?
the angel Gabriel.
That's correct. Very good.
All right. There you go. Boy, we're better in the Peanut Gallery with Vaughn here, and
Yeah, he
Tom
helps.
together with him are really good. Dave Rigg, thank you for being here, and thank you. We're looking forward to. We didn't even get a chance. We're looking forward to sports this weekend from Edwards County on WOKZ.
Friday night.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Okay.
Later on.
News, talk, sports, and 104.9 WFIW Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center. Free motion-based upgrades or save up to $900 on select Serta or iComfort mattress sets through September 9th at Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump says he expects serious talks soon